Well, good morning. Uh, I've been trying to do videos for a few days now, and every time something catastrophic happens, this is the result of my video yesterday. I was watering and been shoving some plants around, and I cracked the latest growth on the Findleyanum. Oh, here you can see. And there was a little bit of language, and because I can't edit, it would have been R-rated. So, new video. Yeah, well, everything is growing except for this one. It's the nobile species, and it's doing this time and time again. It grows and then the crown starts to rot. So I'm gonna give it some more time, not much, and see if I can get my hands on some dragon's blood, which is impossible to get unless you can do internet payments, which I still can't do. But if this isn't going to change, it's under the hedge for you. Oh yeah, I found this. Oh, and I was wondering what that was, and it's spider mite or false spider mite, one of the two. So it's probably a spray for the entire collection, but I certainly hope not, because that's a lot of work, and not once but twice, because you have to repeat the process in 7 days. So, oh, this is the Dyneema polybulbon, and it's it's a little bit hard to see because it's green on green. Oh, there's a new growth starting to plump up. Here's another one. I got a feeling this one is starting to take off. Okay, this one is the new growth on the spring green mapollen, and I discovered yesterday that the buds are separating. So, wow, 2 weeks at least. The Orchid Caesarean, also a well done experiment. They're really growing. And of course the Phal table. All in spike, all doing well, nice and shiny, although a bit dusty. And here are some problem cases, not because they're not healthy, it's because they are healthy. This one, for instance, is the supermarket Cattleya, and it really likes the mount, and I'm not sure what to do with this one. Take it off or leave it hanging. And you see, removing it will be a problem. It's growing through the wood. Nice plump growing tips. Same with this one, although not as much root. And we have something starting, not sure what that is. yeah, flower spike and a Dendrobium phalaenopsis. Only a few weeks on the board. Jackie is being her diva-like self. It's like a 40s pin-up model. She doesn't want any attention. Flowers are turned backwards. That one is about to open, and 2 more coming. This one is also doing good, but could do gooder. Why? Because it still hasn't produced a new lead, and it should have done. It's been on there for months, so. Same with this one. This is the final blue. This is the Ports of Paradise. But no new growth, no new flowers. This is also one from a supermarket, I think. It's producing some new growth. It's no ID, by the way. This is same plant, division. Also with new growth. This is my Cattleya intermedia. Still waiting for roots. I'm pretty sure she will produce some. Little back bulb with an unexpected amount of roots. No new growth, but it's little, very little. There's the new growth on the Ali Anderson Cymbidium. Really pleased with that. I'm not sure what's going on inside the pot, but if the other one is anything to go by, it will be fine. The other Cymbidium is in a clear pot, so I can see what the roots are doing, and they're growing. My mini twinkles, really hard to focus. Yeah, there they are. These drop their flowers fairly fast. And I think it has to do something with the humidity in my living room, which isn't that high. And they really smell up the place. But they're gorgeous, pretty little flowers. And this is my workstation. And it's an old door, which means it's 2 meters long and nearly a meter wide, and as you can see, it's starting to fill up with orchids, especially this one. I had it in the living room, but it's too big. It's a meter across, and it's not even full size. Another question. My Ludicias are going, and my question was what to do with the spent flower spikes. Remove them, wait until they are discarded. There in the background, here's the Dendrochilum, still in flower, hasn't lost one. This is something I have to do. This is the Coeloptolkin back bulb, and it's producing some roots, and it needs to go in its own pot. That's Oncidium Sweet Sugar, not doing anything. Dendrobium cane, also not doing anything, so I'm afraid that's not going to happen. Yes, I bought a Phalaenopsis. Sorry, buds are blasting, and that's probably because it's in shitty media. Anything else? Oh yeah, Ludicias. None of them died. And yeah, that's about it. This one may have to be divided because I promised someone a piece if she wants it. The Cymbidium pet project is really going. Look here. This is a few weeks. Psychopsis, not really visible, but it's really growing steadily. Still have the bud. Where is, oh, there it is. Okay. Oh yeah. What should I do with this? Cut it out or leave it until it's completely empty? Okay, nothing catastrophic happened yet, so I'm going to pause and do a little work. Later. Okay, little Phal. And why did I buy this? Well, it's not because it's €3, it's because I'm addicted. I really like this. It's super girly pink. So to preserve my masculinity and to keep everything in balance, I'm going to use this as a backdrop. Yeah, it's Barbie pink, almost. Candy pink. So, pink is okay, as long as you have something to balance it with. Ah, that's a joke. Okay. And for those of you who are millennials, that was a record. And it contains music. It's like an MP3, only 12-inch large. And for those of you who are beyond millennials, you know what I'm talking about. Vinyl will never die. Okay, mini Phal. Usually when you buy these, they come in a really tiny pot, and most of the time they're planted in coconut or some peaty stuff, and sometimes they come in a little plastic basket. But these guys were really lazy and they just shoved it in some dirt, and I'm guessing there's not even a plug. So, bad grower. Really bad grower. I'm gonna lose all the buds. This is gone anyway. You see it's wobbly. Something is not okay. Here we go. Super wet. Oh yeah. This is a little bit, tiny amount of coconut fiber. There's some bark, and oh my god, this is rotten to the core. Oh, yay, sure. Mushrooms. Well, the roots are all okay, reasonably okay. Why am I doing this? Oh yeah, I was addicted. Well, it's cheaper than crack, so a long root. Yeah. I'm going to clean this and give it a good spray and see what we can do with it. Okay. Cleaned up. Fresh pot. Yeah. Well, that's easy. Okay, now find some room for him, it, her, and on to the next job. All right, this is a back bulb of my Thailand Black, and it's been in here for months, and I'm not going to wait for it any longer. Same as with this one. It's a back bulb from the Oncidium Sweet Sugar, and I was hoping for it to give me a little bit of root, but alas, it's a goner. But this one, I'll be a bit close up. Oh, yay, tripod. This is doing reasonably well. Oh yeah, that was stuck. Oh. And let's see what we have. Oh. Oh no. Or is it? Oh no, it's moss. I thought it was mold. So what I'm going to do with this, roots are not dead, and that's dead. Well, I'm going to check for any signs of leaving this experiment, and there can only be one thing, and that's the foos. Fousy. Knip. Yeah. No, it's clean. Yippee. Go. So for the next trick I'm going to need some wood. This can go. Let me pause you. Okay. I prepared everything, drilled holes, made room for a hook, and this is how it's going to be. Is it? Yes, it is. And for a change, we're gonna push moss on the bottom. I'm gonna push it into this little crevice. So the lower part is resting on moss, and I might do a little bit on top, just to keep the old roots hydrated. Oh, toen nog even hier. I'm sorry, this has to be done off camera. Okay, it's fairly snug. And now for good measure, a little bit on top. Like so. A little piece of string, wire. Oh, don't know. Yeah, that's it. Don't need any more. Stupid right hand scissors. Ja, doe nou even jongens. And you know what the irony is? When you give me a left hand scissor, I'm not able to do anything with it. So I'm partially ambidextrous out of necessity. Yes. Oh. One for the road. There it is. And we have another mount, which I can't place because I don't have any room. That's why I broke the Fendlianum. It's all too close together. Okay, that's it for today. Later.